today? I am doing so well and so steady. We are ready to read, and so are you. Hello, 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 my lovelies. How are you doing today? Hello. It's another beautiful day to read a story. Today's story is called The Finger and the Nose. It's called The Finger and the Nose by Paul Merlin. Let's get by Paul Marlin, and it's called The Finger and the Nose. Let's get into the story. This will be a very good read. The Finger and the Nose by Paul Marlin, illustrated by Gomez. Your nose is going to end up huge. Her parents would tell her this over and over. The thing was, Sophie had a bad habit. She would fly Tim the index finger of her left hand right up her nose. Sophie did it all the time, while she was feeding Milo, while she was coloring her animal drawings, and as she was chewing mint flavored gum. Inside Sophie's nose, there wasn't much light, but it was nice and warm. Little by little, Tim turned that space into his home. Yuck! At the entrance of the nose, Tim hung a giant sign, Home Sweet Home. He also set up a living room with a comfortable armchair so he could watch TV. When he got bored, he'd go to the kitchen and enjoy the wonder. Have you guessed what Sophie's bad habit is yet? Well, at the entrance of the nose, Tim hung a giant sign, Home Sweet Home. He also set up a living room with a comfortable armchair so he could watch TV. When he got bored, he'd go to the kitchen and enjoy the wonderful tasting menu. Menu booger, bolognaise, and snot sorbet. Yuck! Tim's best friend, Bob the Finger, would pop over from time to time and he would rustle up some delicious treats for him. Slimy chocolate cake was his favorite. After dinner, Tim liked to sit back in his chair and read one of the books from his library. Some of his favorite titles were The Big Bad Fingers and The Three Little Digits. Tom Thumb, The Big Bad Finger, The Three Little Digits. One day, Sophie was looking in the mirror and saw that her nose had become gigantic. Oh, my nose looks like a turnip! Who's shouting and screaming? Mom, my nose is as big as a giant's nose! We told you, Sophie, but you never listened. What can I do? Drink it in the cold water? Ask it to shrink? Please, please shrink? Hide it with a baseball cap? Oh, Sophie, you can figure it out for yourself. Take a good look and think about what you need to do. What does Sophie need to do? Sophie started to think through everything she did on a typical day. So she realized that Tim will take a trip into her nose anytime he could. Tim, do you know why my nose has grown? Sophie asked. Well, you've been bringing me to your nose for years. Seriously? Sophie asked, puzzled. I've made it my home. Inside I've got a living room, a kitchen, a library. Tim replied, Ooh, how could you do this to me? How? Said Sophie. And if you give me enough time, I'll be able to build a park with slides, swings, and flower beds, Tim added. In Sophie's nose? No, please, if you keep on building things up there, my nose will hit the floor, cried Sophie. Tim didn't know what to do. He wanted to help Sophie, but how could he do it without losing his lovely home? You don't want to kick me out, do you? Who's going to keep me cozy and warm? Who will cook slimy chocolate cake for me? And most importantly, how will I read my favorite books? I'll make all of that happen, Sophie said to him. I guess that's fine, Tim responded. It's up to your hand. Sophie pondered the situation. Her finger was right. She was the one responsible for making her nose grow so big. Her parents had told her this loads of times. Ever since then, Sophie has been more careful about picking her nose, and Tim now has a jacket so he doesn't get cold. He's cozy and warm. Each time Sophie makes a cake at home, she lets him try it first. When she reads her favorite books, she uses her finger to track the words so Tim feels like he's the star of the story. Good thinking, Sophie. Sophie and Tim are happy, and little by little, her nose is going back to its normal size. Isn't that a funny story? Yes, Teddy thinks so too. However, there's someone at home who's still got a lot to learn. The end. The Finger and the Nose by Paula Marlin. I love this book. Do people put their hands up their nose digging for something? Do you? Well, now you know. We don't want our nose to grow so big and get to the floor. And don't forget, who's amazing? You are amazing. Until the next time, bye.